Okay guys, sorry about this. I forgot to record, put my microphone on, so I'm just going to do a bit of narration over the top of it. Um, so basically I had an iPhone 6s come in today. The guy had taken it to a shop and supposedly that they tried multiple screens and they couldn't get the thing working. It had really massive damage supposedly. You can see by the case there that it's broken up the top section there, and it's also got a big C-shaped bend in it. So anyway, he's brought it to me, and he said that they said that it had multi-layer damage. So I took it apart, had a quick look. I couldn't see any damage to do with the motherboard at all. So I assumed, I don't know what they were talking about. But anyway, once I plugged it into the power supply, which I'm just about to do now, and show you what I found. The thing is, they told him that he couldn't get his data back, and that's the bit that hurts. He had no chance because it had multi-layer damage, and which is wrong, because you shouldn't tell people. You know, if you don't know, don't say anything. Otherwise, people are going to lose it. They're going to take your word for that, and they're going to just throw their phone away and all their precious memories and data. He's got a lot of documents on there. So we're plugging it in and we're going to put it on the thermal camera. So I'm just about to take you to the thermal camera. It's not fun when you can't remember what you're trying to say. So yeah, I'm just putting it across the thermal camera now. So this is the first thing I do when I do a bit of troubleshooting. I go straight to the thermal camera. It's just the quickest and easiest way. It doesn't show you everything all the time, but if you have a main short, you'll see it. The camera is a really good tool if you know how to use it correctly. There's different ways to use the camera. When I first got it, I wasn't sold on the camera at all. I thought it was garbage, and it was no good. I thought it was good for shorts that you could see, but ones that are too small or you can't see because they're being masked by another component or IC, I thought that's no good. But there is actually a good way to find a short without removing chips to see where it is with the camera, and that's using the thermal graph. So anyway, that's for another time. But so I'm basically showing where the VCC main is and on the board and what's heating up here. So you can see that when it's heating up, it was heating up that section there, and it was on both sides. And what I was trying to say here is that VCC is only on the one side of that area. So that chip, and where the F chip was on the other side of the board was the FPC connector. So I'm coming along here, and this is where I'll crack out the alcohol, because alcohol works just as good as anything. And it really can pinpoint, even with a big short or a small short, it can pinpoint better sometimes than freeze spray or anything like that, and do less damage. So I'm just about to drop a bit down here to see where the short's coming from. If it's coming from the caps, there's two caps there that are VCC, or the Wi-Fi. And you can see directly there that it's coming from the Wi-Fi IC. So that tells me that it had a bit of damage. The hit or the force created a short, obviously under the Wi-Fi. It might have been on or doing something at the time, and who knows what happened. But bumps will do that, hits will do that. So my next step would be to take that off. So we're going to take that off and see what happens. And I think this is where I actually picked on to I actually didn't realise I had my mic on, so I think you might better hear me in a second. So I'll leave it to the past me. Testing. Okay, so now we've got audio back, so I'll have to go and redo all that. So we can see that the heat is coming from this section here, which would be indicative of being a VCC main short. So what I'm going to do now, after all that, I'm going to pull that Wi-Fi IC off. So I'm going to whack it in my board holder. We are recording, aren't we? Yes. Whack it in my board holder. Get rid of that home button. And then I'm going to come along and just get my scraper with a little bit of heat. And we're going to put some coins over here. And pretty much we're just going to come along and wipe this out. Wipe this glue off. Get rid of this glue. Once I get everything sorted. So you just want to work this glue. I'll go a bit hotter. Try and stay away from that IC there. So we're just removing the glue at the moment because we don't want any dramas when we lift the chip up. So that should be alright. So what I'll do now is put a little bit of flux under the chip. And get this chip up. Just stick a bit more flux under it. Flux just helps it, the solder. Just like that. That's what it looks like. So we got our chip off, and the chip still looks in good condition. So while we got that hot, let's get our soldering iron and hit it with some fresh solder. On there. It's easier to do it when it's hot. Put my fan on, my extractor on. We'll just leave it like that for the moment. Just cleared it up, and let's see if we can get this phone to boot up. I'll fix the phone afterwards. I just want to see if I can get this guy's data off, because he's got quite a bit of data on here that he needs to get off. So that all looks pretty good. Can't see any shorts there. No. So what we're going to do now is just check the measurement on our VCC main reading. We should have about 340 or somewhere around there. So we're going to go red probe on ground, black probe on positive, and we've got 294. So we've got no short anymore. So 294 is a good reading because the board is still hot. So what we're going to do is we're going to plug this in now. Turn this off. Now just remember that this was a phone that had multiple layer damage. This customer had been told by another shop, multiple layer damage, and it was never to be fixed sort of again. They couldn't fix it, so that's the screen there. So coming in for a sneaky kiss. So that's the wife. She's coming in for a sneaky kiss. So we're just going to connect this up now, and so let's see if the original screen still works. That'll be interesting. Full screen. And so let's hopefully we see an Apple logo here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there we go. We've got an Apple logo. It's a half an Apple logo, but it's still an Apple logo. It looks like an apple has been eaten by something. It kind of looks like Apple art. I would call that Apple art. Look at that. It's fading away at the moment, but we're still booting up. I reckon this might just boot up with this this completely cracked. Look at the colours. You get multiple colours as well. We're getting some good colours through there. So I'm hoping. Oh, look at that. And we got photos. Have we got touch? And we got touch. I did see that. There we go. Look. Isn't that good? Isn't that good that we've got, we got the ability to get this off, and Apple have the nerve to say that it's inputting itself, so it's got touch, obviously. We've got the ability to get this off, and Apple and everyone else is saying no, we can't do it, and that's just disgraceful. That people's memories, their baby photos, wedding photos, holiday photos, all the above, are going missing because people believe what people say, and they say, oh, we can't fix your phone. Take it to the wrong shop, wrong place, and it's the wrong information. People are getting the wrong information, and they're losing their precious memories over this. So anyway, that's enough of talking, and thanks for watching, and I hope you learned something. I'll see you on the next video. See you guys.